Welcome to my practice. I'm Eugenia Prokopets. It's so great to have you guys here. So I wanted to give you guys a little tour of my office and kind of talk to you a little bit about why I chose the design I did and give you a little tour about the rooms that we have here and basically what we do in the practice. So welcome. This is our waiting area. So basically you can see the theme of my practice is white and gold and grays, and we wanted to make the first area that you walk in, the waiting room, kind of just like a living room as you would find in a home. So basically, I wanted to have kind of just like a smaller set of couches, more private, some books here for the patients, and just more of like a zen area where the patients can sit. And I wanted to have like cool home-like light features. So we did these two gold fixtures. The main one here, which I thought was really cool, with the different light bulbs. And then we did kind of this, I don't even know what they call this type. You would have to ask Allison, who was my designer. But the other thing that I wanted this room to have was the crown molding around the floor and also in the back. So even if you look at the baseboards of the floor, you'll be able to see a little bit of, this feature specifically on the floor is like what you would see in a home. So I think that, with the style of the floor, it just gave that really kind of welcoming look. I think that you don't find that in a lot of dental offices. And then the other thing that I did was, with the designer, we chose some paintings. This one is actually from Greece. And we kind of did like an abstract vibe with, again, the gold colors and, just to add that like nice touch to the waiting room. And then the last thing that I did to kind of make the patients feel comfortable was to add this beverage station and snack station over here. So I'll show you guys. And again, also like a coat rack. And this is like a little bar that they can come in, and they love this because they come in, they have their coffee. We have this little room here. We bring the patients back. This is when we take a 3D scan. If we're planning for implants, or we're extracting teeth, or we're doing sinus lifts. This is the consultation room. So another thing that I wanted to do is make this kind of a private like room for the patients when we come in and we do treatment planning and we discuss their treatment and their case, and they can bring their significant other in here. So we also went with this kind of pendant light that makes it a little more homey. We have a rug. This kind of just like like you would have in your office. And we have some little touches with the plants. We have the little flowers over there in the base, and basically, again, nice window view and lighting. And then I have all of my diplomas here on the wall that basically show all of my schooling and everything that I've done in the last 12 years. So going into our first operatory, this is basically where we seat the patient, usually when they come in for their first consultation, their first visit. We're doing things like taking x-rays, treatment planning, doing our initial exam. I have a monitor here that connects to the computer. We can also connect it to our iPad, and we show the patient different things on the monitor. We have an intraoral scanner that we use that we plan some of our treatments. And again, this room, my thought was to have it very kind of calm, the design to be very simple, not a lot of busyness going on. So again, main thing is the view, so the patient can feel relaxed when they're here. And then the other thing I just wanted to mention is we did do the gold accents on the cabinets, and all the cabinets are white and the countertops are white with the gold accent on the cabinets and also the sink. So gold accents throughout. The other thing that I wanted to do is kind of have an open style sterilization area. So they kind of did that, and we used the glass here to have a divider, but also have it open so all patients can see like everything is nice and clean. And where we sterilize, I know a lot of offices keep their sterilization kind of on the side or in the back. And I think it's important. I think patients comment a lot about the cleanliness and how they feel really safe here, and all of this area is open for them to view exactly how we process our instruments. So this is my office here. Again, my thought was also to make it just like how I would be at home, that I could just be here doing my work and I wouldn't feel like I'm in an office setting. The main room that I work in is the surgical room here. So this is where my microscope is. So as you know, my practice is based on microsurgery. So we use basically the microscope for all of our surgical procedures, and this allows me to see up to 26 times the naked eye. I started my practice from scratch about a year and a half ago, and my practice is unique because it focuses on periodontal microsurgery. I chose to start my practice in this area because I live in the area and I love this area, and I think that there is a need for the specialty that I have, which is specifically microsurgery. And there aren't any periodontists in the DMV area right now that do microsurgery, so I'm the first one. I made my practice in a way that welcomes all my patients and makes them feel at ease when they come in, especially because most of the time they're getting surgical procedures. So as you'll see by this video, you know, the feel of my practice is very calm and very welcoming, and my patients love that we have that in place in the office. The part about opening my office and just going through this whole thing was that my mom, who came to this country back in 1990 with me and my brother as young kids, you know, she came here for us to have a better life, and one of her main goals was to always see me kind of, you know, follow my dream and open my practice. So I think that right before I opened it and right before I decided to stay in DC, she told me that for her to watch me grow into the clinician that I am today. So really this practice is for my mom, and without her and her support and just pushing me to pursue my dreams, I wouldn't be here at work. When I come here, I just feel like it's everything that I've ever really wanted and more. A lot of times you have a vision and you don't really know how it's going to come to life, but then when it does, there's just new things that you probably never would have thought that you had. I just love that my office has a lot of space and it just has enough rooms for everything that we need. We really thought about all the details beforehand, and I think it was really cool working with Arminco because, you know, they were just able to see my vision, and we really thought these things through from the beginning and made sure that, you know, functionally everything was where we wanted it to be.